When I started out, we had what we call the fire phones. And these phones were our regular phones, and they were in probably 10, 20 homes in the village. And when somebody would call the fire number, it would ring one continuous ring for probably 60 to 90 seconds. And all of us would pick up the phone, but we'd have to wait to make sure that somebody else wasn't talking. And sometimes they would say, "This is John Doe, my barn's on fire." Well, everybody knew where that was. And the store, Clinton's Quick Check, had a fire phone, and he was able to blow the siren. Or we would come up to the station and we could blow the siren from there. And these fire phones probably were 10 years when I was still on. And then we evolved that with phones we could dial 0 and set off our pagers from our home or the siren. And then it got to the point we could set them both off. And then probably in the mid-80s we went to pagers, that if we dial 0, if the fire phone would ring, it would set our pagers off. I had a base radio at my home. We could talk on that and tell the other ones what we had. Well, it had to be late 80s. 911 became into effect at that point, which took all the fire phones out, and they were able to call us on the 911 and tell us where we have. But we lost that little bit of personal effect here of they would tell 911 it was so-and-so's barn. Well, 911 didn't know where that was at that point. And the 911 system worked really good for us. We didn't have to worry about somebody staying at home and answering their fire phones and that. And then as the years went on, the pagers got more sophisticated. We had what we call 2 tones. One would be for a fire phone or fire call. One would be for if we had an ambulance call. And that worked well probably till the mid-90s, and we did away with the ambulance tone and went strictly to fire tones. And now we have what we call the 911 enhanced, where they can actually bring it up on the screen, show where this person's address is, tell who's calling. They can actually, the dispatcher can actually give information to the callers as far as CPR, what to do if there's an accident or if there's bleeding. They can tell them certain things of, if they have a fire, they tell them to leave their homes and that. Some now even, and I don't even remember what it's called, they can pinpoint it on a map of where we're going, and that down to the almost exact spot of where we're going. So as the years have gone on, the fire service and EMS service has really evolved into a better, efficient as far as communications and responding and that.